Aha, the joke's on you because I'm still recording!
Hello everybody, welcome to the Natural One Brigade podcast, a 5e real play D&D podcast. This is our official first episode, technically speaking, because this is going to be the first episode where we're actually playing a session and whatnot. If you took a chance to listen to our first literal episode, which would be episode 0, then welcome back. Joining me today, artist, is roughly the same cast as before. We're down one player, but we still have everyone else here. Let's go with Cass first. Cass, introduce yourself.
I'm Cass.
Hi everybody, my name is Kevin. I go by Tazoff. I'll be playing a ranger today, and I'm pretty excited to see what happens. It's a new world that Blair made up just for the podcast.
Yep. New world, new podcast, new everything. New people. Well, not new people, old people. But yeah, new everything, basically. Malcolm, you're next.
Just here. I mean, back again for that one episode. You know how the things begin, and the things turn to a story, and the story has an ending, and you don't know if that ending's a good ending, but you know that there is one. I
feel like this is a reference to what we were talking about last night. just went on an entire tangent for another campaign. I'm trying to
session with philosophy. Good start.
Okay, but they can hear you this time. 'Cause I'm recording you this time, so they can actually hear your voice.
I don't exist. I'm still a figment of everyone's imagination.
With us also today is our friendly neighborhood recorder and possible editor, Gabriel. Say hello, Gabriel, so they can actually hear your voice for once.
Help! I'm stuck in the basement. They won't beat me. Send help! Send help!
No one's coming for you.
Last but not least, Ramon. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello, my name is Ramon. Pleasure to see you all, be here with you all today, and hopefully I can have a great time.
So I am playing Rainer Tazoff. He is a ranger. He has lived in the woods just about all his life, nearby to a village where he was raised, and his general appearance is that of a humanoid man. Pretty standard, except for the small details that he's got a monkey's tail, a bit of long sideburns, more facial hair, arm hair, and leg hair. He's sort of a kind of a Wukong monkey man of sorts.
He's a
got brown hair, got green eyes, wears leather armor, but not really. Yeah, pretty much it.
My character's name is Jack. He's excuse me. He's an ASMR barbarian.
So my character's name is Grenadier Basix, and he's the druid Darkling that you guys are going to be seeing, and he's from what is basically the Underdark of Crystallia.
Okay, dokes. And so, okay, so we are going to start off the... sorry, kind of sick. So yeah.
I was going to introduce.
Oh, okay, my bad. Whoops, forgot.
I'll be playing Bud. She is going to be a rogue tiefling, and as you can tell by the name, she's a bit odd.
So yeah, everyone's going to be starting off in a little place that they're not too fairly familiar with as of right now. At the immediate moment, you guys would be slightly coming to from... You're not sure what exactly. All you can really sense at the immediate moment, as your eyes are slowly starting to open, is the very noticeable scent of salty sea air. You can feel the warm sand beneath your bodies and kind of dug in between your fingers and such. Your bodies possibly feel a bit warm because you. As far as you were, if you're not entirely sure where you are, but you probably just feel a bit warm, and your heads are just a tad bit drumming. They're a bit aching and such. You don't know what happened to you or where you are, but you just don't feel 100% great.
So do we all wake up in the same place?
Yeah. Does anyone open their eyes to look around and see what's happening? You're all kind of waking up around the same time.
I first person to me on my right side.
You reach over to the first person on your right side?
No, I roll roll over and open my eyes to see who the first person is on my right side.
Oh, okay. I would say the first person on your right side would be Jack. You would look over and you would see him just kind of sprawled out next to you, on his back, and you would kind of feel. Actually, as you're rolling over, you would hear this the faint sounds of a monkey noise, as you suddenly feel something fall off of your chest.
I check what that is first off.
You do so, and you would see it is your monkey companion, Cabo.
I pick up Cabo and I place some just underneath my arm, and then I check myself over to see if I have if I'm okay. I just check if I'm wearing my clothes.
Before you have a chance to fully kind of just search your body over and such, you would notice someone is also you would notice a couple of the people around you. And you would notice off to the far left-hand side where you would see Odd is resting. You would see someone kind of looking looking over her body and such, and kind of hunched over. Someone you don't really recognize.
And lightly kick Jack awake.
Oh, what's that? Huh? Oh god, what the fuck happened? As saying this, I would just get up and stretch and look around and see what's going on.
You do so. Does anyone else stand up or try to make an attempt to try and move around and such?
I will do so.
You do so. And do you try to do you do anything as well?
She lays on the ground and looks around.
You do so, and as you are as you kind of open your eyes and start looking around, you would see a human man standing over you. Oh, shit! You're awake. I mean, good, you're awake.
Was I dead?
No, and then he would start to notice everyone else starting to come to and such, and he just looks around at everyone slowly starting to stand up and such. And as you guys would start looking around, you would notice that you're on what looks to be like a beach shoreline. You can kind of just feel the waves starting to move in and out of the water and start hitting against your ankles and such, and just smell the salty air around you.
Seeing this individual hanging over our companion, we don't recognize them, assumingly. Nope. I grab a handful of sand from underneath water and throw it at his eyes.
Okay, go ahead. I will also mention that there is about 3 other people standing about 20 feet behind him. He just seems to be the closest one. But go ahead, you can try to roll. Let's go. Roll an attack roll with your Dex mod. The first roll for the campaign tonight. That's an 11. Let me check something real quick. You would proceed to try and throw the sand at this guy's eye, and he would see you just kind of looking over and proceeding to throw the sand at him, and he kind of just ducks out whoa, wait, calm down, what's going on? Calm down. Why are you throwing sand at me?
I would say back off from her. Who are you?
Calm down. Everything's fine. I was checking on you guys. We saw you guys were just lying out on the sand. Want to see if you were right.
Are we still armed?
Do all of you guys take the time to check your person? I know you did, Jack. But want to see if anyone else takes the time to check their person.
I mean, I would look at him and just say, what are you doing here exactly?
The man would just say, my buddies and I were heading over to Haz. Figured we would get off the main roads and just kind of just walk around the shoreline, just taking the fresh air and such. Saw you guys were passed out on the water side, and wanted to come by and see if you guys were right. And Jack, for you for a moment, you start looking over your person stuff, trying to see if everything's there, and you would see that a particular pendant is missing from your person.
Yeah, Guinevere, after hearing this, would just be like, bullshit, you're a scavenger.
Do I see the pendant on anyone in particular?
You can roll a perception check.
I see nothing, apparently.
Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, no, you don't. You do. I will say this, though. You would see that some of the people here, the people who are, looking around and stuff, seem to be in, leather armors and such, and seem to have, at least, one weapon, on their sides.
I'll just start speaking out loud, where is it? Where's the pendant? Where is the pendant? Oh shit! Oh god, no! Where is my pendant? Oh crap! Where is it?
You can't keep up with your stuff anymore.
I would just start digging through the sand around me, trying to find it.
You do so. You start looking around and such, and in response to your question, or in response to your statement, Grenadier, the man would just kind of like just hold his hands up like and such. He's like, I told you, we were just coming by to see if you're okay. You guys were passed out on the shoreline. We didn't know if you guys were okay or not. I was checking you guys over to see you guys were still breathing and such.
I'd look them over to see what they have on them.
Okay, so yeah, you would see the same general information that I gave Ramon, pretty much saying that you would just see like generic weapons on their side. Like the guy in front of you right now seems to have a dagger on his side, basically, and you would see like again like 3 other people kind of like standing in the back. All 3 of them kind of just like looking on, kind of like looking like they're kind of like getting ready to like grab the weapon and such, but not necessarily in like a aggressive stance, but more of in a defensive stance, seeing as how your friend Ken, what's your character's name again?
Raynor Tazoff.
Raynor. Okay, so yeah, Raynor. So yeah, seeing as how your friend Raynor proceeded to like throw sand down at this one guy, they seem to just be standing in the back, just watching on, trying to see like what's happening, basically.
It's kind of like, right, like, how about you guys just back off and let us get our things fine? Just got drunk and went swimming, and we somehow all lived.
Guys, my pendant is missing. We need to find that, like, bad.
Oh, actually, Malcolm, I just realized something. This will be a rather important thing that you also notice, because generally speaking, you usually wear your goggles like wherever you go, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Upon you waking up, you would notice that you didn't have that shaded like view when you woke up.
After waking up, Guinevere would just look at him and just be like, if you are all just making sure we're okay, then you won't mind if you just empty your backpacks very quickly.
Like, I swear to you, I was not trying to take anything, but here, hold on, fine. And you see him just kind of like reach over to his bag and stuff and pretty much just like dump all the contents out onto the floor and such, and you will see that all that's really there is like a couple of foods, a couple of days worth of rations, some cooking pans and stuff, a smaller like tinder box, and like a little smaller like mess kitchen set up to actually cook everything and stuff, and like a water skin.
Yeah, Guinevere would just like still like eye them and just be like, pockets too.
Searching them is meaningless. If they stole stuff from us, why would they hang around?
Because he said shit, we're awake. They didn't even know if we were alive or dead, so it seems. And they didn't seem all too thrilled that we were alive or waking up.
I meant right now. If they really wanted to steal stuff from us, why would they not just leave right now?
Probably because they didn't expect for any of this to happen. They must, like, if you see a bunch of people just unconscious on the beach, you'd probably likely think they died from a shipwreck and probably drowned, only to be washed ashore.
Well, that's the thing. There's nothing like here, and this is the guy speaking at this point. He's saying like we didn't know what happened to you guys. We just were walking across the shoreline, saw you four just lying in the sand, and figured we'd try and like check up on you. And he's like starting to slowly put the stuff back in his bag.
This is honest from them.
Do you want to roll an insight check to see if he's telling the truth?
Essentially, yeah.
Go ahead. Raynor kind of just like he has a strong feeling that there's like he's probably not telling the truth when he's saying that he was only like checking you guys out to see if you were alive.
Called it.
Yeah. I just kind of look at him and I just say, guys, I feel like there's a bit of monkey business going on around here. As I kind of like grab my staff.
You grab your staff and you would see that what's it called? The gem that your family gem that's inside the staff is not there anymore. It looks like it has been pried out.
It just like the moment I see them, I'm just gonna go beat this guy if I can. I guess we start initiative.
Yeah, that'll be initiative because this guy's already on edge. So yeah, roll initiative.
I'm gonna roll initiative too.
Go ahead. Anyone who's gonna try and like jump into like fight stuff, go ahead and roll initiative. Is Odd going to be like participating in combat?
She doesn't want to get off the floor.
Okie dokes. Gren, you actually go first.
Right to you then.
This guy is roughly like 5 feet, like 10 feet away from you, rather, and such. And the other people who are behind you are a good 20 feet away.
How many are there?
There will be a total of 4 people here.
Next to me?
Not next to you. There's only one guy. The one guy who was like searching Odd's body. He's the closest one to you. Everyone else is a good 20 feet away.
And they all dropped everything, right?
No, they didn't all drop everything. Just the guy who was like closest to you. They've just the other three people in the back have just been like watching, pretty much weapons, like hands on their weapons, trying to figure out what's happening.
Okay, yeah. Even though I rolled highest, I'm not gonna be the one starting this fight. If they attack us, then I'm gonna hit somebody, obviously. Well, actually, yeah. If they attack us, I'm gonna hit them with a spell. I'm just trying to see.
Cool beans then. Okay, so what's called? You're just gonna be ending your turn. You're gonna be using your turn just to prep the spell.
Yep.
Cool beans. What spell are you prepping?
I shall prep Primal Savagery.
Cool beans. Okay. And what's called? That's a touch spell, correct? Or it's a melee spell?
That it is.
Okie dokes. Oh, but no, I think we mentioned that you can just have it active, but then won't be able to use it until your next attack.
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, Kevin, what's called again? You're about 10 feet away from this guy, and such. What's called? If you run up 5 feet, you'll be right close enough to try and attack him.
Wait. I'll go. I'd prefer to go for anyone who's nearby who's armed. I'll leave this guy like.
He is the nearest armed person. Everyone else is about 20 feet away from you right now. Like everyone else who could be like armed, is 20 feet away, behind him.
Okay, I go beat him.
You run up to this guy and try to swing your bow staff across this guy's skull, and he kind of just like ducks out and was like, "Whoa, calm down! I told you I didn't steal anything from you guys." And you see him just proceeding to like grab his dagger from his hip, basically, and it's just kind of like just getting in a defensive stance. It is actually not his turn, and the other's turn. So yeah, he's just kind of just going to like start kind of like just backing away, like what's called like taking like a step back. He's like, "Okay, calm down. I told you I didn't take anything from you guys. I was just looking over your body to see if you were alive."
Really, I sense a lot of bullshit coming from you. Tell us the real reason.
Alright, fine, okay. I was looking over your guys' bodies to maybe find something of interest to maybe take. I don't know, I thought you guys were dead. So I figured, hey, free stuff. But you're not dead, so I didn't take anything. You're not.
I knew it.
Yeah, but I didn't take anything though. I just emptied my bag and you saw what I have. There's nothing in, as far as I'm aware of, nothing in there is yours. All this stuff is mine.
I told you guys.
All the other people there, and I just say, what about them?
They're with me. I told you, we were going to Haas. We were going there to relax and chill and like just hang out and stuff. Kevin, what's called? Roll me a intelligence check. Everyone roll me an intelligence check, actually.
Yes, we are, apparently.
Oh my god. Okay. Cass. Okay, good. Cass. Good. Cass. What's called? When they mentioned Haas, you was like slightly remember, like very hazily remembered the fact that you guys were actually in Haas. The last thing you remember doing is actually like going to Haas for like relaxing and then like vacation stuff, because you know Haas is like the city where people kind of go to unwind and party and have fun. You don't remember exactly the exact like events leading between when you got there and what you were doing up until now, but you do recall being in Haas at some point in time in the recent time.
She kind of tilts her head while still laying down and just says aloud, "Have we been there before?"
I look at her and go, I think so.
Like now, what's called? Now that she's like kind of mentioning stuff, you guys will slowly start to like. It's very very like shrouded, like hazy. But you slowly like you kind of remember like being in Haas before waking up on this beach.
Does anyone else feel that a memory clouded?
I sort of lightly don my head. I just thought I got drunk again.
Clearly, because you keep on swimming.
Well, I don't know what this has to do with me or what you guys did, but I told you.
Oh, nothing. You can go.
You can't. Because, like, he may have dropped all his things, but they didn't.
They never came by here, and he kind of, like, motions his hands over to the other guys. I told him I was going to come over here and check you guys out myself before, you know, taking whatever you guys, like, didn't, like, had of value when I thought you were dead. But you're not dead, so I didn't take anything. Like I mentioned, they haven't come over here at all yet.
You lied to us once.
Can I incite that?
Why should we even believe you this time?
Go ahead, Ramon.
Oh, God.
I also roll for this?
Yes, you can. Malcolm, do you want to roll an insight check on this as well to see if he's telling you the truth?
Okay.
Okay, Malcolm, you know 100%.
Hey.
You are 100% certain that he is telling the truth. That he did not, like everyone else, everyone besides him stayed back. He's the only one who came by and searched them, and you can tell that he is truthful that they didn't take any of your stuff either.
Yeah. Guinevere would just like give him the hard, that hard darkling stare.
You do so.
And then he would just undo the spell from his hand and just like cross his arms and be like, "Okay, then if you didn't steal our stuff, then who did?"
I don't know. Like I said, I came across you guys in like on the seacoast side, and like he kind of like looks more like closely at you and such. Like especially you. Like I thought you were dead. You're wrapped in bandages and such. Like it's not every day you see someone walk around in bandages and whatnot. Like if you guys didn't scream, if you guys didn't scream dead, I don't know what does.
It's not every day people wipe up
Nah,
on the beach either.
He's just butt ugly. That's all.
Not as ugly as your mouth.
Cass looks at herself. I mean,
Why,
not
thank
Cass. Odd looks at herself. Is she damp in any way?
Just around her ankles and such, from the ocean tides coming in and out. More so
Okay.
like around the ankles, going up like the back of your leg, like towards like the thigh buttocks region. Everyone would have the same general like dampness to their legs.
Alright, she's still on the ground.
You do so, and just as you would have been like watching or like looking over your body and such as well, like checking to see like if you were wet and whatnot, you would also notice that your hurdy-gurdy is not with you.
Seems more.
Also, because Westcalk, you know
Odd
Westcalk,
gets up.
you do so, and I will say this. Actually, no, you didn't check yourself thoroughly. Jack, you would Westcalk when you were checking your person to see if you had everything and such, you would have found a note in your bag. More like a business card.
I would check the note.
Upon looking at it, you would see it pretty much looks like a small little business card. It's a purple tone business card that has a full set of red lips kissing a pale white finger. Surrounding image itself is like 2 or 3 very large like white feathers, and there is like a blue like aura kind of like radiating from behind the lips and such. And above all of the letter and above all the imagery, you would just see the words "innocent vices." The words "innocent vices" kind of like labeled over over the imagery itself. If you were to check the back of it, you would see there is another set of lips pressed against the back of it, but this looks like more like someone actually like kissed the back of the card. And in small text, you would just see it says, "Thanks for the ride, strong stuff, winky face. Come back anytime you want to. Come back anytime if you want to see me again. Glitter."
All right.
What?
I would just nonchalantly just put it back away and not say.
Winky face?
Yes, there is a drawn winky face on the card.
Okay, yeah, I would just say, alright, let's go to Haas.
You would just see me just be like, I'm also like slightly pissed because like I'm wet and like I can't take any of this stuff off. Like you got sand beneath the bandages, man. I'm not happy about this.
It's not a comfortable feeling. You can just feel it kind of like grating against your skin, especially in your boots and such.
Yeah, I'm just annoyed because I'm just like I can't take off any of this till night. So I'm just annoyed as hell.
Jack, it would actually be your turn in initiative order if you like wanted to do anything, or if you're just gonna like just end the breakout initiative.
I'll just break out initiative, but I have my great axe handy just in case something happens.
Okay. And so yeah, what's it called? You guys just all seem to be missing something. And whether or not you guys want to like check yourselves even more or follow up on Jack's like advice of wanting to go to Haas, and that's up to y'all.
Oh, she's searching her stuff.
Okie dokes.
No.
Odd, you would check your belongings and you would actually find something odd inside your bag. Slightly pun not intended. The best way to describe it is like a golden dragon horse-like statue with like a golden mane and long wispy golden mustache kind of coming out of its nose, or branching off from its nose. It's a rather like decently sized statue, probably about the size of your hand, maybe about a bit. Like the base was about the size of your hand, maybe a bit bigger. And it's a rather ornate looking like statue. It's very, very odd.
Why do I have this junk and not my instruments?
I will also mention that around the base of it, you would see a price tag with the number 200 written across it.
Ooh, someone stole.
She looks at it and just stares, unblinking, and holds it up and just says, "Is this one of yours?" to the group.
Shake my head.
We just looking at a horse statue.
It's like a dragon horse statue. Like it basically looks like a hybrid of a dragon and a horse.
That's not concerning at all. Okay. I mean, things are if people are just finding things in their backpack, I'm just gonna be like, "Well, you have some in your backpack?"
I have something that I wish I had in my backpack, and instead I have this.
I checked my backpack as well.
You do so, and you see like all of your stuff is more or less there beside your goggles, but you do find a small little note inside your bag as well. You would just read the note, and you would see that there is what you can probably guess to be an address, and you would just see the name Maybell Lulz written on it.
I just look at this, and I'm just like, "You!" as I point to the man that was just checking that stuff. And I would show him the paper, but like, "Where is this address?"
Like he would have been just like as you guys were kind of just like searching belongings. Actually, really quick, Kevin, did you search your bag as well?
I have not. I'm still like ready for halfway. I'm halfway ready to fight. I haven't checked myself over yet. I'll check myself over once I leave.
Oh, okay. Okay. So yeah, I guess you probably would have noticed that like this guy's like slowly kind of like walking back. So just very casually like taking a few steps back and such. I don't know if you would have.
I called out to him already.
No, yeah, like during the process of you guys searching your bags, he would have been.
I would have been like, "Hey, you're not going anywhere."
He just stops.
Even if you didn't take anything, and it's still the intent that matters. You owe us a favor.
He sighs, and then upon you putting out the note, Guinevere, he kind of just like he starts walking back up to it slowly and stuff, like sheathing back his dagger at this point. Looks like it's in Hawes. He kind of just like pushes it back to you.
I mean, it's not like I handed it to him. Like I held it to his face and stuff.
Oh, okay.
So like, Haas, you say? Okay, how are you planning on getting to Haas from here?
We were walking. He motions back to everyone else, and you can see like they have no horses or anything on them and such.
In which direction?
He points. You see him point to northwestward and such. Enos says northward. My bad. And such like the back that way. The road is not terribly far from here. It's probably like a couple like hours walk. And he's kind of just eyeing everyone still, just kind of like he has a visibly like defensive presence across his face and such, and his body language is just obviously like defensive. He doesn't know what's going to be happening next.
That is defensive.
Look, okay. I'm sorry if I try to take your stuff again. I thought you guys were dead. You look dead. What's called? Why don't we just let bygones be bygones? We can both head our separate ways and such. You guys can do you. I'll take my people. We'll just keep walking hard. We can just pretend it's never happened.
I mean, you're kind of already ingrained in our minds to be kind of a douchebag.
And you are stealing belongings to loved ones that are now past, which is...
I didn't take anything.
From us.
Yeah. You guys were dead. With the chance of you guys getting found by someone here is not very high. Just by happen chance, we stumbled across you guys.
Well, to be fair, if we found a bunch of dead people, likely one of us would take something.
Exactly. So don't try to make me act the bad guy here.
But you're still an asshole for it. I'm not saying they wouldn't be assholes for it.
Vodka is not for these people. Shall we stop wasting our time?
I mean, oh yeah, let's just go. I'm just saying this guy was his favorite. Like, lunch.
You want lunch?
I don't have.
Go hunt, you lazy ass monkey.
I narrow my eyes at him.
That's not racist if it's what you are.
I don't know what you mean. Like get you lunch. I mean like, I can give you some. I can give you a ration, I guess. But like I don't understand why whatever. If you guys are going to Haas, I suppose we're going to be walking the same direction anyway, so we might as well, I guess, go the same way.
I don't want to go with you.
I don't want to go with you either. I'm just saying that it just happens that we're going the same direction. If you guys are going there. If you're not going there, then good riddance. We'll just go to Haas like we planned originally.
Okay, then.
Okay, then.
It's like, I really don't think we should be traveling with a group of scavengers.
I mean, can I still get that lunch, though?
That lays back on the sand.
You lay back on the sand. The sand is still, it's still a bit warm. And the man just says, like I said, I can give you a ration. I can give you a ration. That's all I can give you. I don't even know what. Wait, why am I giving you something?
Just send it over. It's okay.
The man just like begrudgingly like reaches back, just reaches on the floor where the rations work. He never picked his stuff up yet, and proceeds to kind of just like toss you like some like ration meat.
Smile to him and then go to eat it.
All right, I'm going. Just you guys have a good life. May the gods watch over you and all that other like religious like crap. And he proceeds to start like picking he's like picking stuff up as he's saying this now, and like proceeds to start like walking off towards his group.
I would just say you should learn basic sort of anatomy or something along those lines, just so you can check if people are dead before you loot them. Not threatening, just word of advice.
You know they're still armed, and we just woke up on a beach. I'm pretty sure like you're only pissing them off. If they organize, they might actually attack us.
I mean, they're leaving. I'm just giving them fair advice so they don't start looting people who are still alive again. Maybe next time they come upon people that aren't so nice.
He seems to like not really be paying attention to what you're saying at this point. He's kind of just walking off. Like you see like recollected with his group, and you can see all of them kind of just like the three people who stayed back are kind of like giving you looks basically and such, and the guy just kind of like is like shaking his head and stuff, and you see him just kind of give like a small nod before like walking off down the sand toward where you can assume him to be Hawes.
We need to leave. Check the surroundings and make sure there's nothing we left.
I check the sand for any heavy objects that might be floating by or like stuck in the sand.
You can roll an investigation check. Is there anything particular you're looking for, or just like just general stuff?
Anything that might belong to us or be part of our stuff, or just anything interesting.
Okay.
If I find a nice seashell, I'll take it.
Raynor, you just find like a pretty decent seashell. It's fairly intact. Looks pretty. So you take the seashell.
Dude, take the seashell.
You take the seashell. You now have a seashell in your inventory. And so yeah, what do you guys do from here?
Go to help Odd up.
You walk over to Odd.
I would just look at everyone. I would just look at everyone and say, "So, does anyone know how to get to Haas?"
Northwest? North?
We follow them.
East? Yes?
Just because we're going the same direction doesn't mean we have to travel with them. Just follow them, stalk them.
And that's what gets you attacked. You know that, right? People. That's what makes them turn around and get upset.
I mean, hey, we did say we were going in the same direction anyway. I don't think they'd think much of it if we just stay from a distance.
Behind them and actually stalking them and watching their movements from a distance, that's pretty creepy. Let's just walk like behind them and be amicable. As I like hop out the water. Wait, did you like? Did I?
Yes.
What? No, she didn't take your offer to help her up. She's just lying there waiting for you guys.
Yeah, and Gregor's response to this would just be like, look, you can look at it however you want. They're assholes. I don't care what they think. If they attack us, I'm killing them.
I agree, but let's just not be assholes ourselves. As I like just wait there for Odd to like get up.
She looks up at you.
You're very odd. You know that?
Am I?
Just checking, is all.
Anyways...
Yes, let us head to this city of Haas. Wait, by the way, Blair, do we see our cleric here, or is he just not here?
He's just not here.
Alright.
Probably exactly where we left them. In the tavern. because he probably doesn't drink.
You're assuming a lot for a group of people that just ended up on a beach out of town.
Yeah, you kind of are, man.
It's all to do with Christian at the moment.
Yeah, no. Let's not just make general only guesses like that. We have to actually stay pretty vigilant. We don't, since none of us actually know how we got out here, and I know we probably all weren't doing the same exact thing. No responses?
Like shrug and like I don't say. I mean, I'm just there.
Yeah, like
You said words, and I look at you, and it's just they're words, nothing more than but words.
in other words, you weren't paying attention to what he said.
In other words,
it's just that they're just not that like they weren't that impactful.
okay. So, if you're just gonna ignore me when I talk,
Looking right at you. I
I'm just
pay
gonna leave.
attention. I heard you what you said. I just have no response for you.
that's still rude.
Okay.
But I'm still gonna leave.
Do you want to go to Haas while these two bicker as usual?
I'm leaving. As I just start walking off.
Fine. Odd gets up and walks with him.
Okay, so no bickering. Pretty good.
Stands there, hand extended, waiting for a hand from Odd. Gets ignored. Calmly puts hand away.
Wait, hold on,
Walks
hold
out of
on.
water.
Hold on.
Yes,
Before
sir.
you do that, Jack turns back around, shakes your hand, and continues walking. Turning back around to continue walking.
The moment that Odd got up without taking my hand, I would just continue on my own.
I guess we head to Haas then.
On the road again, or I guess on the beach again. Y'all are heading through the beach again and heading through Haas. And it's what's called. You guys walk and proceed to walk, spending many hours just kind of indirectly tailing these people. That you
Actually-
We'll say this: they walk. I hop from tree to tree every so often.
Actually, I have a question. Does anyone know what day it is? Because I'm just saying, if we're outside town, how far exactly are we?
You wouldn't directly know. You would just have to keep walking until you eventually get there.
We could nag those guys again, but I'm not gonna do that.
Why are you so fixated on them?
I mean, is there anything like they're the only people we've had contact with since losing consciousness? They're actually the most suspicious thing that I've seen around here.
He lied to us about checking the bodies. It's just scavenging off random bodies and stuff. Kind of far-fetched, given how life is.
Yeah, we've done worse. Let's be real.
Yeah, at least I
Really?
look to them.
Have we?
I don't know what you've done. As I look at Jack, like, what the fuck is up with this guy?
So yeah, what's called. You guys just continue on walking and stuff. You don't bother them, they don't bother you. And by the time nightfall comes, you guys would see in the distance what looks like a large city. And you can you can presume it's a city just from the sounds of very distant sounds of music. And just the faint glow in the horizon of lights kind of glow, just shining into the sky.
Wait, how long? Wait, is it nighttime right now?
Yes.
Jesus.
Yes. You are quite a way away from what you can gather from the actual city.
You know, go to Haas to hang out, but they walked the entire day's journey just to go hang out. That's a lot to hang out.
That it is, but their income comes from scavenging, and whatever they find, they bring back, and that's their living. Normally, people that live shady lives know other shady people, which is why I don't want to get to know them too well. Well, at least in the sense that I don't want to get to know their friends too well if they also invested their time into banditry.
And so yeah, you guys would just see the actual city kind of coming into view, and you can just hear again what sounds like very kind of faint music coming from it, and the shining lights in the horizon. And as you grow nearer and nearer to it, the faint music kind of intensifies, and you eventually come into view of what looks like a large kind of like gate, what's called gated wall, in front of you guys, along with what looks like 3 or 4 different guards kind of like just stationed in front of it.
I took my tail into my pants.
You do so. You now just kind of have like a weird like bulge kind of like wrapped around your leg. How long is your tail actually?
I think about maybe 3-4 feet.
Oh, okay.
Walking with your tail between your legs again, I see.
I say nope, tail wrapped around my thigh.
You what's called, you do this, and you guys proceed to just what's called get closer and closer to the gate, and the people you were walking with before, you will see them kind of like blending in, or like kind of like mingling in with like a group of other people that seem to be standing at the gate and such, and you will see them kind of just like talking to a bunch of guards and such, and the guards eventually kind of like raise the gate, and upon you guys getting,
I also put the monkey like inside my shirt.
You do so. You just have a weird bulge just protruding out of your shirt now too. The monkey's head.
Just 2 massive bulges. Like, yeah, natural. Believe me.
You do so, and just like you see Cabo's head like, and he kind of just like poking his head like through the hole in your shirt, just looking around, and you guys would get near the gate, and upon you doing so, the guards would kind of just like look off for you and to say, welcome to Haas. What will we be doing in the city?
Finding out why I'm not in the city currently.
Wait, what do you mean?
We woke up on the beach with no memory of leaving the city.
I look to the guard and I say, now I think we just got drunk and left the city on our own, but my friends have different ideas.
No, yeah, that's
beyond vices.
That's relatively how people end up leaving the town and waking up in places they don't remember being. It's possible you guys just probably partied a bit too hard in some of the places here. I don't know. Maybe you guys just got drunk and wander off. I didn't see you guys leave. I think I would recognize a tiefling, and he kind of like just looks towards you, Guinevere. Whatever you are, what are you?
I'm Melvin.
Right. Okay. Anyways, I'm not gonna question. Okay. Anyways, but yeah, I think I would recognize that. And what are you? And he just like looks towards you, Jack.
I am Asimar. Pleasure to meet you.
The hell's an Ozimar? Sorry, that's a bit rude. Sorry. Yeah.
That is very rude. How dare you?
I'm sorry. Just very colorful. And
you just see Jack chuckle. It's like, it's quite alright. It's I don't even know myself, to be honest.
Right.
It's just that happens.
Okay. He's just like slowly just taking me in the group now. Like, this is. Yeah, no, I think I would have recognized like a colorful set of people like you just like leaving town. Or leaving the city. That's, and he kind of like looks towards you, Raynor, and he's just like, and are you human?
I just stand there, and I say yes.
You have a lot of like, and he's like kind of like just like motioning towards like his sideburns. A lot of hair. Anyways, sorry again.
That's pretty rude. That I have like a lot of body hair.
No, it's not.
Like, I look him over for any like personal defects that he might have, and he's gonna stand out. He's going to my features, I'll put his features. Is he balding? Does he have some wrinkles? Does he have fat cheeks? Does he have a cleft chin? I'm gonna mention cleft chin if he has one.
You look him over, and you know what? You know what, Kevin? I'm gonna roll a d20 and just see if he has one, just for you. Just for you. Okay, so yeah, you would see.
Is he mildly overweight too? Come on, I'll do something.
You would see like his like depending on like based on how his armor is, like he's not wearing like full plate armor or anything like that, but like kind of like thin leather armor and such. You would see like he kind of has like a bird chest, like it kind of like dips inwards a tad bit. Or not bird chest, but more concave like chest. Just a little bit.
I would say, are you human? Your chest caves in a little bit. You sure you got a soul and heart there? Pointing at people's features. That's pretty rude.
I actually do have a heart condition.
I asked if you had a heart. Didn't ask if you had a heart condition, but I'm sorry for your troubles. And I pet him on the shoulder and say, I hope you get better.
Yeah. Wait. You. Speaking of chest, any kinds like motions to your chest?
I opened my chest to reveal the back of my monkey. I'm like, what? I've got a hairy chest. You gonna point that out too?
You do so, and you just see the monkey kind of like turn around and just waves, and it just goes back to hugging you.
Don't talk to me and my son ever again. I walk in.
You do so, and the monkey kind of like pokes his head and just like sticks his tongue at everyone. He's like, and just goes back, just hugging back, just hugging you. The guy just standing there, just like holding his chest. It's like
I don't remember traveling with a group of drama queens. Was that maybe I was drinking?
You
see, this is how you get into places while being suspected. You're just an idiot.
You guys can go. You guys can go in. I'm sorry. You guys can go aside. It's fine. Oh man. He's kind of just looking down, just like holding his chest lightly.
I just pat him on the shoulder and say, "Don't worry. He is.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
No. He is an asshole. That's what he is.
It's fine. Just go inside, please.
Good luck with your caved in chest. Have a nice day. Goodbye.
All right, and he kind of just looks towards you, and Guinevere now. Just like, you guys gonna go inside too, or are you gonna like just kind of like poke fun at my chest now?
I mean, push-ups.
It's a heart condition, or it's more of like a chest like abnormality. Okay.
Drugs and was on.
You do so, and he's kind of just waiting for you.
Mid-sentence.
No, I'm going to, because I'm just like, I said what I needed to say. I just said push-ups.
I look to Guinevere as we're walking in and I say, so if he's got a heart condition, how do you become a guard? Wouldn't that be like a health risk or something?
Not if it makes him a really good archer.
True. Drugs.
And so yeah, you guys are in the city, and just from being here, you can just smell like a kind of like a low wafting kind of like a trying to think of the word. It's like a secondary kind of like scent, kind of like floating in the air and such. And just from being here, you can tell like it's a pretty massive city and such. You can still kind of hear like distant music and stuff playing in the background and stuff of this area. Lights kind of like flashing here, like magical, like arcane lights flashing here and there across various buildings and such. People walking around, like talking and drinking and laughing and having a good time and such. The scent around the area itself kind of just smells like a faint scent of like silverweed.
Hold on, you just said silverweed, sir?
There was just like a residual scent of just silverweed in the air.
I just normalized this and just like someone's growing plants. It's like Guinevere just narrows his eyes and he just like looks around among the group. He's just like, the dankness. Can you sense it?
Oh god.
I do.
No, I cannot.
Roll to sense the dankness.
No.
I sense strong druidry at work here. I'm not really gonna look for that right now. I need to find my stuff.
That's a fair point. And so yeah, you guys are in the city. The gate's closed behind you, and you're gonna see people kind of like walking and talking and laughing, having a good time. People just kind of just looking like they're hanging out, just doing their own thing. It's about what could be equivalent of like 9 o'clock at night and such.
So does anyone actually know where we stayed last time?
I don't know. But I'm gonna go and see if I can catch any leads. I don't know about you guys, but where should we meet up afterwards? Because it's not too late, so maybe we should catch some leads and meet up at the tavern or the inn.
Which one? That's the problem.
I guess the one nearest to this gate.
Which is called.
What is it called, Blair?
The inn?
Yeah, is there an inn right next to us?
Not immediately near you. No, you'd probably have to actually like walk around and look for one. Although someone mentioned wanting to figure out what inn they stayed in last, so if everyone wants, they can roll a intelligence check to see if they remember.
Cool.
Sure.
Cass, you three would have a general understanding that you guys stayed in a inn that was called the Siren's Lullaby. It is a prominent inn that was in the city that you were most probably like told to stay in and such. That kind of doubles up as a brothel.
In first and see who saw us last. It shouldn't be that hard. We're a bunch of weirdos.
As we're walking, I comment to Glenn and say, so what are the chances that they actually have a literal siren working the brothel? And we just all got wound up with her.
I'd say the chances... Well, we are near the ocean, so... You know, that's actually probable. But I don't remember... I don't remember sirens having legs, though. My guess is someone probably drugged us.
That is also possible, or maybe it could be magic.
I still think it's alcohol.
Drugs and alcohol could both have been used.
You think it's alcohol for a lot of things, let's be fair.
Plus, and blackout drunkenness, yes.
So yeah, you started making your way through the city and such. As you guys are kind of just like walking through the city and such, during that time again, as you guys are walking closer towards like the music and stuff to get to the inn, you would just see more and more people kind of like walking around, like drinking and talking and stuff. You would just see like there's some people kind of like in like a back alley area and such. Looks a bit raunchy. Probably, I don't know if you guys want to look at that, but you guys keep walking and such, and eventually
Wait, looks raunchy.
It looks like there's some people doing some raunchy stuff inside like an alleyway somewhere, but they seem to be like,
Sex.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Then yeah, I'm not gonna stop for that.
Not that far, but it looks like it could lead up to it at any moment.
I mean, it doesn't seem like this is my business, though.
No, yeah, just adding a little flavor text, and so yeah, you guys continue walking onwards and stuff, and eventually, as you kind of like start making your way through the area and such, you're like roll me a perception check, all of you, really quick.
Perception.
Okay, nope. So yeah, Ramon, you see nothing.
I knock out apparently. Jesus.
Got a 0. Oh my gosh.
Find that to the world.
Just yeah.
Can something special with that, please?
What happened?
Because fuck me. That's low.
You get distracted by the scenery.
Yes, you get distracted.
Get so distracted that someone steals everything you own and you're walking down naked.
Got a 14 plus 4. I got it. 18.
Oh god.
What's called that raunchy couple you were seeing in the alleyway just really had your attention for some reason. Maybe you were thinking back to like maybe having like memories of what you did or didn't do. I don't know what you did inside Innocent Vice's like place. But yeah, so let's see. Kevin, Odd, Malcolm, you three. You guys would notice a particular looking person kind of like stand out to you a tad bit in the actual like crowd. Let me see. You would see it looks to be like a half-orc looking man, standing about 6'4" and such. And you would see he just has a rather large like greatsword on his back and such. And he seems to just be like walking around and such, just kind of like strolling through the city and such. And Kevin, Malcolm, you rolled 18, Malcolm, total, right?
Yes, sir.
So yeah, what's up? Both of you would notice in more detail. He has what looks like a rather large like scar going down across his eye and kind of like folding inwards like into his cheek, basically. Look, it just looks like a really like kind of like crude, like looks like someone like tried to like suture the wound and kind of did like a pseudo botched job at it. As his like cheek kind of like curls inwards in between where the scar tissue is, and you see him kind of just like casually just walking around like minding his own business and such.
Okay.
Yep.
Alrighty then. So he's just minding his own business.
Yep. He's just looking around. It looks like he's just walking, basically.
Okay. So it's just the scar that makes him come out to me.
Also, a bit the fact that he's a half-orc too. Half-orcs are not necessarily rare, but in a overall like general like sense, they're not super common to see either. So it's like, oh hey, what's called half-orc? What's called that kind of stands up just a tad bit.
Okay. Do I catch other people staring at him? Like other like girls or guys like making eyes at him?
Yeah, you see a couple other people kind of like looking at himself, like not necessarily like looking on in like fear or anything like that. Just kind of like, oh my, what's called like really tall looking like half-orc man who looks rather built. Just kind of walking through the town and stuff. He looks like he's kind of like just wearing like a not necessarily a suit, but kind of like casual clothing and such. He's like good like 10 or 15 feet off to your left hand side and stuff, with a crowd of people separating you both. But because how tall he is, he relatively stands out from the crowd.
I like to do a perception check to see if any of the girls are giving him eyes. You know.
You would generally see like some of the girls seem to be either looking on like, oh, ew, what's called like not necessarily ill, but like, oh my, what's called that's a pretty like gnarly like scar he has, or oh my, like kind of like give me the vapors, what's called type of look.
Just kind of lightly shake my head and chuckle and continue onward.
You do so. Anyone else say or do anything with this observation?
He sounds out a bit. Hey Jack, you want to act like his friend and act like you saw him last night or something?
Jack is currently busy. Oh, he's not.
Sure. I mean, I'm not very good at lying, but I'll see what I can do, I suppose.
Don't worry, buddy. We'll back you up. All the way over here.
Your confidence, your confidence is assuring. Thank you.
I know. I'm so bright on the inside, aren't I?
Yes.
He's like Guinevere. And then you say, you know, the half-orc guy seems pretty different to all the girls looking at him right now. What if he's gay and you just sent Jack off to his doom?
I mean, then I'm glad it was him and not me.
I nod in agreement. Yes.
God damn.
So yeah, Jack, are you going to go try and approach this guy?
Sure, fuck it.
You do so. At this point, since he was walking past you guys when you were having some like a conversation and such, you'd be walking at kind of like at an angle from him, steadily curving to where you're walking up from behind him now.
I would just go up to him and put my arm over his shoulder and say, "Hello, friend. How have you been? So what have you been up to lately?"
You will see him kind of like visibly trying to like jerk you off, basically, and kind of like. Gosh dang it.
Hey, how you doing? How have you been? He tries to jerk you off. Goddamn
Blair.
Come on, man.
Kevin, you indirectly made the same joke, but I kept my maturity at a high. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Barely, Blair. Barely.
Just yes, yeah. You were trying to jerk your arm off. And like, you see him like kind of like you feel him reflexively trying to like jerk your arm off and kind of like turn to face you.
All right, I'll let him.
You do so.
Time. I just smile at him as he turns to look at me.
Okie dokes. You will see him kind of like give some kind of look when he sees when he sees you looking at him for a moment, and you see him kind of take like a half step back. And what exactly did you tell to say to him again?
Just basically seeing how he's doing after our fun time recently.
You would see him like he kind of said like wait, what? Wait, who are you?
Come on, you know who I am.
No, I don't.
We had so much fun together.
No, we didn't.
You seem to be quite persistent. Otherwise,
I don't know you.
My eyes at this is like, man, this is really uncomfortable. For like, am I looking at this orc? I have to deal with Jack. I feel bad for this guy.
I mean, to know me, so why don't you go and meet with my other friends? As I point to the group, and I put my arm around his neck again.
He like reflexively tries to like move you off again.
He's like,
I rage. Hold up, I rage.
Are you serious?
Guinevere just looks at Taza, and it's just like he's had to talk shit.
I just go, why is he pointing at us? Like narrow my eyes and like take a step back.
Wait, Ramon, you're raging?
Yes, I'm raging for the to help me keep him in a hold.
So yeah, what's called you attempt to kind of like wrap your arm like firmer around his neck to keep him in place, and he kind of just like shrugs you off like, oh, get off me, hold on. What are you doing? Leave me alone.
Just Jack looks like an aggressive gay man trying to bring him
Why
over or something.
Why are you trying to like force me over there? I don't know you.
I look away, whistling like I don't know. Jack like motions like the lights in the city.
It's like I just look at him closely and to say, "Oh my God, I am so sorry. I got you confused with someone else. I am so sorry. Forgive me, sir." I just bow, just like walk over to the rest of the group,
and kind of just goes back to walking off. Is anyone looking at the half orc right now?
I am avoiding that entirely.
Oh,
I'm doing that Assassin's Creed Blood in the Crowd.
as soon as I get back to the group, I would just whisper to them, "He knows something."
Anyone who's like
very deeply.
Anyone who's like watching it would just see the half orc kind of like taking off in like not a run, but just like a faster walk, basically.
Alex Giants just says, "Looks as if you assaulted him or trying to bring him over to us."
No, he knows something. I would explain. I would explain that he seemed to know me as soon as he saw my face.
I mean, I feel, it looks he looked uncomfortable with you just putting your arms around him and getting really like close.
Well, for one, people don't take a step back when they see someone unfamiliar. At least not with that type of look on their face.
I mean, you do when they touch you. You do. They do when they touch you.
This was before I touched him.
This is
no, it was after.
This is all very interesting.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
But we should probably keep an eye on him if he actually does know something. But he might be pissed that you did just grab him. I told you to talk to him. I didn't expect you to grab him.
I mean, you want me to talk to him.
Also, you kind of started like lightly drooling and went a little bit wide-eyed there for a moment, like when you tried wrestling him.
I love how like you kind of like quiet rage.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just gonna rage. You know, I think I'm just a tad bit peeved. Okay, I'm done now.
Well, no, rage is rage. It's a mentality.
I know. I just like to be like, I'm gonna rage now. I am raging.
Angry, he didn't come with you the first time you asked. You were kind of low-key trying to kidnap him.
Low-key, I kind of was.
By this point, you would have seen him kind of just like dipping in, like dipping around a corner into an alleyway. What it looks like.
Alleyway where the couple were gonna be begging.
Oh yeah,
it would be the couple. It would be the
I'm
alleyway.
following him, by the way.
What happened?
I'm following him, by the way.
Okay, dokes. Roll a stealth check then.
Why are you following around the man? Although I will go to the alleyway because I want to see what happens if the half-orc, the giant half-orc shows up at like amidst two like drunk couples.
What's it called? Is anyone else following them?
I just
idly.
I would just continue going to the end because like Jack is stupid, but he's not that stupid. He would know that if he tries following it won't work out at all. Like, no, it's so sad too.
Oh, okay.
I rolled a 14.
Okay, dokes. And so, if anyone is trying to be stealthy and following, what's his name, the half-orc, then roll a stealth check as well.
I'm going back to the room and following Jack then.
Oh, okay. Okay, so then let's go. So Odd is going with Jack, and excuse me. Wow, Raynar, you're going with Guinevere, correct?
I'm just gonna I'm gonna go check over the alleyway, peek in. If things are okay, I'm just gonna go to the end with them.
Okie dokes. What's it called? Guinevere, you are going solo then, and such, and you are being followed by Raynar. Are you trying to be stealthy at all when peeking into the alleyway, Kevin, or are you just kind of just going?
I mean, it's a crowded city. I can just look in and move away.
Oh, okay.
I'm not gonna try to hide it.
Okay. So yeah, what's called? You both would proceed to go like check out the alleyway and such, and upon you getting to the alleyway, you basically would have just heard, like not heard, like you would have just like walked over and like peeked into it, and would have seen what looks like the couple kind of like both kind of just like separated against either side of the alleyway wall, and kind of just like looking down the alleyway and such, looking, it's kind of like mumbling to themselves before kind of like fixing their clothing and walking towards you both.
I just kind of go, and look what we did. We ruined the good time.
Oh, don't fret, friend. I'm sure there'll be many more.
I meant them. I mean, oh, I just like wave my hand like dismissively at this. And go, all right. So yeah, half-orc's gone. We've assaulted a man and made him very uncomfortable. Do you want to head back to the inn now?
I mean, he seems to be taking off in quite a hurry.
He was assaulted by another man that then went like wide-eyed, drooling, and angry at him, tried to wrestle him, and then pointed to us, a bandaged man and a really hairy guy. Like, if someone did that to a regular person, I'm pretty sure they'd be really uncomfortable and want to leave the area as well.
Oh no, I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it at all. You just, I don't know. Maybe I'm racial profiling.
You really are. You really are. And for you to be the one doing that, that's unfortunate. And I start walking away towards the inn.
It's like, everybody just looks at you, just like, you don't know my story.
You don't know my life.
But I do. I've known you for a good while, man. For a good while.
But not the whole while. Not the whole while.
And so yeah, you guys just kind of like hustle back over to Odd and Jack and regroup with them.
Was there more action?
No, things seem fine. Actually, no, there's a lack of action. The couple that was in there earlier, they had their good time ruined because the half-orc went through Cape Jack and his very forceful instructions.
I mean, it's not the... Well, let me not throw that thing into the hat.
Are you trying to just throw out more racial, so racially charged accusations again?
No, I was gonna say something, but I'm just like, this is just asking for bad luck to happen, so I'm not gonna do that.
Good point.
So, yeah, let's go to the inn then, shall we?
You guys do so. And upon you guys walking and such, you guys will eventually just kind of stumble your way into what would pretty much be considered the red light district of this city, at least from what you can gather. You can just see a lot of different chains for like nightclubs and like dance places and stuff, and bars and inns and not inns, but like taverns and such. And well, I guess a couple of inns too, and you'll get you would see a couple of names start flashing by and such. For example, you would see one place known as the Succubus, and just from the little designs along the like exterior of the building and such, you will see that some like what looks kind of like paddles and like ball gags and chains kind of like decorating the exterior of it basically and such.
I look at this place and I go, thank God we're not staying here. I continue walking by it like, let's move on from this one. You
do so, and as you guys keep walking, you would eventually find a rather large 4-story building with the word Sirens Lullaby protruding out of the wall around like the second floor level of the area and such. You would just see like a couple of people kind of loitering around the entrance of it and such. Some people kind of like talking to women and such, or women talking to guys and such, vice versa. Some of them seeming like they're getting a bit like intimate in their conversations and such. And as you guys are kind of walking towards the entrance and stuff, presumably going to go inside, you would just see like some people kind of like eyeing you guys over and such. Because again, rather like racially distinct group.
I bunch up my tail a bit, one side of my leg, but like the groin region.
You move your tail towards your groin region.
But like, I sort of like fold it in a way that like has it more prominently there.
Put on a roll a performance check to see like how I guess presentable you're trying to make yourself look right now. Okay, you kind of try to like finagle it, and it kind of just looks like this weird like contorted like shape in your groin region now. It doesn't really look like anything like profound. And so yeah, you just kind of have that, and people are kind of like looking at you again with your like protruding chest cavity and like this weird like formation in your groin place, pretty much, before you guys start walking in. And upon doing so, you guys will eventually walk in, and you will just see what looks like a bunch of people kind of just like lounging around and stuff. There's like a couple of like long circular couches and stuff like placed around like in strategic places around like the first floor of this place. You can just kind of like hear like faint music coming through coming through the area and such. And you can see there's like a small little like stage set up towards like the far right hand side and left hand side of the establishment. And there's two sets of people playing music and stuff. One on the right hand side and one on the left hand side. And based on how they're playing, it kind of like complements each other here and there. It's a very kind of like low, semi like not necessarily gritty, but just kind of like suave and emotional kind of like music playing through the room and such. And you would just see what looks like a couple of women and men just kind of walking around in very like scantily clad outfits and such. Some of the men seem to be wearing what looks to be like speedos and like bow ties around their necks. Some of the women are wearing like very like lacy sort of outfits and such, and most of them are kind of like either like trying to like walk up and talk to people and such, or other ones are kind of like already being taken someplace else pretty much.
I look around the place and I go, you know what? For the guys, I really would expect the sailor suits. And I continue walking.
You do so. Does anyone else make comments or say anything?
For the guys to have sailor suits?
Or just, I don't know, just make comments in general about the like scenery.
I mean, so far, my first impression of this place is Ring of Haas was just them trying to come up with a name. Someone said hose, and then they said, no, you can't say that. So it's like, what if we just take out a word and just erase this line here to call it Haas?
Malcolm, how much sleep did you get?
Enough.
Yeah, that's correct. But yeah, Jack would just look around, nod at everything, and say, "Okay, so this is where we slept."
This is the type of fun we have.
Right.
As you're saying this, what's called, you would just see like Jack, you would just see what's called a rather scantily clad woman, half-elf woman, walk up to you and kind of just like place a hand on your chest and start tracing a finger over your chest and such, and she would just say, "Hey there, how are you doing today?"
Does she grab him into a headlock and drag him off to her fence?
Roll a strength check. She's actually super ripped. I was joking.
15.
You just like grip this woman's hand and just like throw her off of you. Back
starts drooling from the mouth, and like eyes roll back, like, come on, let's go.
Oh, God.
I gotta make a buck.
Jack just says, "I've been good, but I seem to be suffering from some sort of minor memory loss, I guess. I don't know how to explain it very well. Me and my companions are all suffering from the same thing."
Oh, I see. Well, maybe a little bit of fun can help jog your memory back, no? And she kind of like tilts her head as she says this.
Maybe another time. Do you know if we slept here for the night, yesterday night?
She would kind of just like tilt her head back and kind of like take a step back, like looking a bit like, it's like, dang it, type of like, what's called, the type of expression on her face when you turn her down. And she just says,
I will say, I was leading a whisper to her before she goes like, but I will definitely come by before it leaves out. It just winks at her, and then it goes back to business.
Yeah, she wants to jog something, but it's her memory.
You do so, and she seems.
I'm just there with.
What happened?
With my arms crossed, like, man, these guys.
You do so, Jack, or not Jack, Raynor, and as you kind of just like eyeing them, you would just see like one, like what's called, you would just see a human man, like rather, what's called, like rather toned and such. just kind of like looking over to you and kind of give like an eyebrow raise, like a
To me?
Yes, to you.
You making eyes at me?
Yes, he's making eyes at you. He's across the room, maybe like 20 feet away, but he kind of like looks over to you and kind of gives like that, like head nod, like hey.
My eyes, and I just kind of I just like narrows eyes, wants to do something stupid. It's further, don't do something stupid. We'll probably like turn out backwards here. I turn around and I go to the bar and I put my hands on it and I look for any of the bartenders.
You do so, and you would just see there's a couple of people kind of just like working around the area and such, and you will see there is a human woman working behind the bar.
Flag her down.
You do so, and as you're doing so, you will see her kind of just like look over to you and just say oh hey sweetie, welcome back.
I knew it.
You know what,
hey,
sweetie?
How drunk did I get here last night?
You were rather drunk. You didn't get drunk here though. I remember you bought a room here with some of your friends back there, and she kind of like looks over to the group and kind of like gives you guys looks over to your group and then looks back to you.
I go, yeah, we got pretty black out, and we lost a friend, and some of them lost their things. Just wondering like if you have a lost and found here, or if you know where our friend is. Or if we could look around the room and if you haven't cleaned it yet, or if it's still under our name, things along those lines.
I'm sorry, sweetie, but like I said, you didn't get drunk here. You guys came in already, like you had parties before coming here. You came here and bought a room and such, but you and your little friends over there came back after like having a pretty good time and decide to collect your things before heading back out. I'm not sure where you guys went, but you guys were already seemed like you were having a good time before getting here.
So we didn't mention, you don't know where we went or where we came from, but can I go through the room real quick before, I just in case, like, we left anything there, you know, just checking it over, double checking. Sure.
If I can find the key for it. I'm not sure someone might have already, rented it out tonight, but if it's not rented out, I can try it. I can let you go take a look for it, sure. And I will say, though, I remember, your friend there, you kind of like motioned towards Guinevere. He seemed to be rather ecstatic for going to the nightclub here. Just kind of like trying to like ponder the names to try and remember it. I think it was the Midnight Dreamers nightclub, like that place. I think it was that place that you guys were That you say you're going to.
All right. I'll just wait here for the room and then I'll get back to my friends.
She nods. Like, oh, of course.
Also, I'll take a good drink.
Why, sure, and she would just say, that will just be 5 silver for a nice pitcher of ale.
Ale's it's not good. Maybe Harry, but not a dwarf. You have anything else?
Let me take a look at and see what we have that might interest you for a minute. What exactly are you looking for?
Yeah, something strong, but not a lot.
She'd nod.
That northern stuff that's made potatoes.
She'd nod. I would say, I'll see if I can find some stuff here. This is we're rather pretty southwestern, but I'll see what I can find. And she like walks off. Ramon, you had mentioned something to the woman you were talking to in question. What exactly did you mention?
Oh, basically that before, just flirting with her, basically.
Oh, okay.
That's all it was. Basically saying like, hey, I'll definitely visit before I leave town, though. Don't worry about it.
She'd nod, and do you asked her like an actual question before that, though, right?
Yeah, I asked her, if we slept here the night, and, I would ask her, about any of the places in town, like, of the town. Because, yeah, like, the general layout of town and, any other taverns and inns and such that are inside it.
Oh, I don't know if you were here or not. I just started today, but if you're looking for some place of interest that doesn't include our type of fun, there's the Sweet Nothings a few blocks from here. It's more type of place you go to when you want to have fun and socialize without all of the exciting parts added to it.
Okay. I also heard mention of another establishment called what was it? guilty virtues? No. Innocent virtues?
Oh, you're thinking of the innocent vices.
Ah, yes, that one. Thank you.
Oh, yes. That's actually one of the bigger brothels in this city. I'm not surprised you haven't visited, though, although kind of a bit let down that you would go to that place and not spend time with little old me right now.
I
How
have
dare
some...
you being polite?
It's not that. It's just that I heard mention of something there. Not the women. It's something else. A childhood friend of mine. I made them a promise to do something stupid over there.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. That's understandable.
It's one of those dares that people do when they're young. You know how it is.
What's called? How old does Jack look?
Let me get back to you on that.
He has a baby face. I'm 10 years old.
Nah, he's not that young.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't know how the age for Asmar. That's why.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Also, side note, Guinevere and Odd would probably be hearing this conversation going since, as far as word, did you guys actually leave to go like look around and stuff as well, or would you have just stayed with Jack as he was kind of like low key like flirting / like interrogating this this worker?
Odd is staring at these two people flirting and making it very uncomfortable.
I was just listening. I'm just sitting here, just like, we came together, but if you want to put down game towards this,
You do so. Okay, so yeah, what's it called?
I don't say this, but like that's just what I'm saying. That's what I'm doing.
No, that's fair. Okay, so yeah, what's it called? Yeah, you do so, and yeah, just she proceeds to kind of just like, oh no, yeah, I totally understand. Although if you ever change your mind, you know where you can find me. And she kind of just like like traces a finger across your chest before like taking a few steps back and walking off.
Jack just smiles and looks at her and looks at everyone. Wait, did she tell me where it is located?
She said innocent, but no, she didn't say where innocent vices was. She just said it's a place and then walked off.
Motherfucker! It's like he would just nod and say like, just whisper on his breath like, "God damn it, she didn't tell me where it is."
I mean, why would she tell you where her rival is? So give them money.
Because that's probably where my pendant is.
Well, go. Just go find it, man.
I am. I'll go over there. Or do you want to all go there together just in case?
I mean, yeah, we probably should.
Yeah.
Because if we keep revisiting these old places, there is a chance if you get to the right one, and then either someone tries to leave or someone tries to knock us out again.
Yeah, better to have strength in numbers at that point. But yeah, I'll go to the bar if anything and get a... You guys want anything?
We should stay sober, come on.
I mean, if you want to, sure, go ahead. Guinevere, you want anything?
They got any elven drinks?
Just shrugs and walks over to the bar to check.
You do so, and what's called you see Raynor is currently sitting at the bar as well. And by the time you get there, Kevin, you will proceed to see the woman come walking back, and she will proceed to walk back to you and just say, so you mentioned something. You said you want something with like a kind of like a potato-y sort of like northern flavor to it, right? It's just fine.
I would say, yeah, I heard about it once. Just want to kind of try it.
She would nod and would just say, Loki, like Loki out of character, has no idea what a potato-y sort of like drink has.
It's vodka.
Oh, okay, thank you. The more you know. And so yeah, what's called she kind of just walks over and says, yeah, we got something that we have stuff like that here. What's called you want just a shot of it? If you're talking, I can't hear you.
He said he would want a shot.
Yeah, just one shot. Yeah,
okay. Cool beans. Okay, so yeah. She proceeds to nod and and goes off and like grabs a bottle from like underneath the counter and just like pours you like a shot like about 3/4 of the way full and then like slides it over to you.
Perfect.
Here you go.
I say, and let me know when I can go check out that room.
Sure, yeah, no problem. What's called once I get sorted out here, I'll let you know. Oh, and that'll just be about 9 silver for the shot.
All right. And she took us. Oh wait, that's for the ale.
Yeah, it was 5 silver for ale. Is 9 silver for the shot.
All right. So I say I've got a single gold. Mind giving some change?
Yeah, sure, no problem. And she would take the gold if you give it to her.
Give it her.
You do so, and she proceeds to just take the gold and go off and give you a silver back. Gives you a full silver back. The gorilla.
Is it a silverback gorilla coin?
Yes, it is a silverback gorilla coin. It is the only one in the world.
It is. I'm putting that in my inventory. You're not going back on this.
Sure, go for it.
On the next episode, Donkey Kong visit.
Just stop right there for copyright reasons. And so yeah, what's it called? And so yeah, she gives you a drink and walks off and such. And Jack, you are at the bar now with Raynor.
I take my shot and I say, "Sup? I've got information to tell you."
All right, what you got?
We did come in here last night. We came in here drunk as shit, and we got a room, and then we left to go somewhere else. Blair, I apologize deeply for you told me the place, but given the time that I was waiting, I forgot the name.
I'm not going to do that, you know. She said that the place was called the Midnight Dreamers.
That's what it was, sorry. So yeah, I say we went to a place called the Midnight Dreamers.
I see. Well, alright, I know we should probably check out Innocent Vices as well.
Vices? I raise my eyes. That doesn't sound like... That's an odd name, but okay.
I found you know how Odd found that little statue thingy? I found a business card.
Oh, that reminds me.
It says to me, I looked through my inventory, see if I had anything inside there.
That reminds me, you have an address.
Yes, you do. And Kevin, you would search your bag, and upon doing so, you would find this thing that I shall share you to momentarily in your journal. Let me just change this thing.
I would just be at the bar too, but I'd ask for like a tequila sunrise.
You do so. And what's it called? She shall take your order when she returns.
Very well then.
And so,
if Guinevere is at the bar, I just go like, "Hey, guess what? We were drunk last night." As I finish my shot.
It's like, yeah, just 20 more to go, and you know exactly where you were last time.
Cass, what did you say?
Odd joins.
Cool beans. Odd slinks up to the bar as well with Guinevere. And now the whole gang's at the bar. Trying to get into college.
I opened. Hey guys, I found a greeting card in my bag, and I opened it up, and I look at it. There's a stylized red-haired woman to the side of a card holding a red rose to her nose, and I opened it up, and I just go, we were at a wedding last night.
The hell do you mean we?
Who is the bride?
I said I or we. I opened up as it goes. It says it's a magical image to appear with a couple waving and smiling, giving generic thank you for attending their wedding. I looked at the couple. What do they look like, Blair?
They look to be a elven man and a human woman. They're both what's it called? And you guys will see the card as well because it kind of like you would see that that it's actually kind of like a projection that comes out of the card itself, and so you all just kind of like see like this little kind of like magic illusory magic kind of like showcasing these two couples kind of like waving to everyone and such, and it's kind of like smiling and such. Just giving like kind of like her like the like kissing like hellos and goodbyes and such, greetings, saying like a thank you and thank you for attending the wedding.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the videos. I was like, yeah, man, but this wedding's this marriage is gonna end really sad for one of them.
Why?
Do I just recognize these people?
You guys can roll me an intelligence check. Kevin, roll an intelligence check as well.
Okay.
What are you rolling checks for?
to see if you recognize the couple in the card.
Is there anyone else near us?
Just general people either trying to either buy rooms or trying to buy rooms.
No, I'll just wait till the girl comes back to ask the question because I need to figure out what his address is.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know where I'm at. All I know is that I was at a club called Midnight, and I'm just like, why was I at a club called Midnight?
Why not? It's dark. So let's see. Okay, so let's see. Okay, Malcolm, do you want to roll intelligence check as well?
Fine, I will.
Cool beans, do it. Do it.
Do it.
Do it now. Kevin, ironically enough, because I say irony is because the fact that you remember this place, or you remember this couple, and you kind of vaguely remember the place that this wedding was held at. It was at it was at a church for sooooo. The goddess of love and beauty. And from what you can vaguely remember, it wasn't a good time for you.
Not Blair. Is that soon like SOON or soon like TH? I mean TSAUN.
SUNE. And so yeah, what's called you vaguely remember bits and pieces. You remember this couple and such, and you just vaguely remember that it wasn't exactly a good time.
It's like, did I ruin the cake?
You don't remember all the details of it. You just know that there wasn't happy times when when you were there, or the happy time when you just stopped as soon as you got there.
What did I do? What did they do?
You can go and check out the church and go find out for yourself what happened.
I struck. I'm gonna go do that once. I think I was myself. I think we should go check the temple out. I know where it was. Temple of Soon.
Shall we pick one place to start?
Wait till we. Oh, by the way, let you guys know. Here we stay the night. I would only left at some point to go elsewhere.
I'd like to at least check out the club I was at. Well, maybe not the club, but at least figure out where this address even is.
By this point in time, go on, Malcolm. Repeat that.
No, I'm just pulling out my note to show them the address.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you do. So you guys see an address on a piece of scroll or parchment paper, and you would see it just gives a generic address and the name Maybell Lulls, Lulls. And as
I don't know what this is supposed to mean, but anybody know a Maybell?
So everyone, I'll check if I know Maybell.
You guys can go ahead.
Does that include myself, or?
Yes.
Okay.
And
Okie dokes. Let's see. Okie dokes. Yeah, Malcolm, you have no idea who Maybell is. Ramon, you have no idea. Kevin, you vaguely remember, and Odd, you also have a pretty decent idea of who. You have a decent idea of this memory. Let me triple check. Notes. Here we go. So yeah, what's called? You remember that Maybell is kind of a woman. Is kind of a woman. Wow, she is a human woman who was in her who you can vaguely remember to have been in her late 20s and such, and you just vaguely recall meeting this Maybell person. What the actual context of the meeting is, you're not 100% sure. But you do vaguely remember meeting someone by name Maybell.
We met this woman named Maybell, human woman. I don't know why we met this woman, but we met this woman. Her house? She shrugs.
That would make sense. I just don't know what the Lulls is. Is that actually a last name?
From what you can look like, yeah. It looks like it is her last name.
So funny that.
Last names are strange.
I know. They never speak. Why did accent?
Your accent has been dormant this whole time. After the word "lulls" was mentioned, you suddenly regained your accent.
Damn it, Odd. You're becoming too familiar. Get back.
Grins.
By this point in time, you would see the bar maiden proceed to walk back over, and she walks back to you, Kevin, and says, "Oh, it's your lucky day, or lucky evening rather. The room hasn't been checked out yet. I suggest you go up there and check it out quickly."
Alright, cool. Yeah, go figure that out if I can.
Oh, sure, go ahead. What's called your room was, if I remember correctly, up on the 3rd floor.
Go check it out.
You do so, and she gives you the key, and you guys walk off. And she sees you, Jack and Guinevere and Odd at the bar now, and she just says, glad to see some friendly faces again while coming back. You guys here for a drink as well, or are you trying to sort your little situation out with your friend there?
I apologize, I do not remember your face. May I have your name?
Oh, my name is Luis.
Nice to re-meet you.
She nodded and would just say, "Pleasure to re-meet you as well." Now, are you guys here to drink, chit-chat, have some fun, snoop around the other rooms like your friend's doing? How can I help you guys?
Can I still get that drink?
Yeah, he wants a elvish drink if possible. Also, do you know where the establishment Innocent Vices is, out of curiosity?
She would nod and would just say, okay, what type of elven drink are you looking for? And, yes, I do know where that place is, although I'm not particularly sure why you'd want to go there when we have such great variety here. And she kind of like motion her hand across everybody.
I believe they stole something from me, that is all.
Oh, yeah, that's a bit unfortunate. Yeah, sure. If that's the reason, yeah, I can point you direction. Just she kind of like starts giving you direction towards the place and such, and you just in the direction she gives you, it kind of sounds like it's a good like 20-minute, 30-minute walk from where you are right now.
All right, I would make note of where it is.
She would look back to Guinevere and Odd, and would just say, so you want something elven, and what do you want? And she motions towards you, Odd.
I am fine.
Okay, no problem. If you're not thirsty, is there anything else you'd want to satisfy yourself with? And she kind of again like motions her hand towards like the group of people who kind of like walking around and stuff.
I am also fine, but thank you.
She nods.
Oh, you wouldn't happen to know where that midnight club is?
Oh, yes, I do. And she gives you directions as well, and she motions that like it's about like an hour's walk from where you are right now. 45-minute walk, give or take, actually.
Do you know where this address is? And I show the paper.
She'd look at it, and she would just say, it's someplace in the residential district, which is a good, like, hour-and-a-half walk from here. But I'm pretty sure if you just go and search around that area, you'd probably be able to find it.
It's the dead of night. I'm pretty sure no one's going to be thrilled about seeing me in a residential area.
Oh, for heaven's sakes, no, of course not. Sorry, not heavens. By the God's sake, no, of course not. Yeah, you're probably. Are you supposed to be visiting a friend though?
I don't know. Apparently, I was very drunk, and now I don't remember what happened. What day is it again?
She inserts day because like I don't have the note for like the days written on me at the media moment. So she tells you the day. And you will see it's only like 1 day from when you were in here originally. So,
it's only been a day?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Gee. And so yeah, she just says, if it's you, it's up to you, I suppose, if when you want to go and such. But back to the actual business at hand. You mentioned that you wanted something elven. I have Tiger Lily wine that might interest you, perhaps.
Maybe. Well, is there anything stronger than wine?
We have something called Fey Surge. It's a little specialty we have here.
I asked for something strong, not my death.
Oh, for heaven's sakes, no! It's nothing as strong as like a dwarven drink, but it's pretty strong for elven based
mortal men.
Damn it! She's making it happen again.
Trust me. If you can handle your alcohol, you'll definitely be able to handle this. No worries at all. It's nothing. It's nothing too crazy. The name itself is just a bit catchy, or was made for a catchy sake, I presume.
I'll tell you what. Just give me the wine, and I just need to erase the taste of sand up my mouth. I just need something sweet.
She'd nod and proceed. All right, one Tiger Lily wine coming up. That'll just be 8 silver. And she proceed to walk off and go and get your drink.
Okay. I guess I would hand her the 8 silver.
So yeah, she goes ahead and just takes your coin and goes and gets your drink ready and such. Kevin, you make your way up towards the 3rd floor and such, kind of just passing by random people walking in and out of rooms and such. And eventually you get to the 3rd floor, and upon getting there, you would find a door that is slowly starting to come back to your memory that you were in fact in this room, or like at this door at some point in time last night or yesterday night.
The knob with my hand, but then like use my foot to like toss it open, not slamming it, but just kind of like pushing it nice and sturdy so it opens real quick.
Okay, dokes. Did you unlock it first, or did you just go like just open it directly?
I unlock it first, then.
Oh, okay. No, just double checking. Okay, so yeah. You do so, and you kind of just subtly push the door open and such, and you do so, and you see the room is rather dark, and such. There's a nice little window that looks out over into the street level and such. The room looks rather neat. It doesn't look like anyone has been in here yet.
I rolled to investigate.
You do so. Go ahead.
I check under the bed, under the pillowcases, and under the sheets. The windowsill. Like pop my head right outside, look around the closet, under the floor. I check for any loose floorboards, any loose ceiling panels. Check over the door frame, all these places. If I need more places, can I get a bonus on this? No, okay, cool. 7,
I was gonna say that you can take a 20 on it, which means you just automatically pass your check and stuff. It just means you're being extra thorough.
Do that then.
Okay, and so yeah, you search the place high and low through every nook and cranny, and you don't find anything of your possession and such. You find like a old pencil and like a random book that was left behind, probably from someone else who might own the place, but nothing that is like of yours.
I look at the book. What's it about?
The book seems to be about a heroic adventurer by the name of Phyllis Tinkletop.
That's a ridiculous name for a hero, but I read it anyways.
You do so, and you just kind of just spend the time kind of just like perusing through it, and so it kind of just talks about his misadventures, trying to save the day and like getting in these wacky, weird scenarios and such.
It's like I take the scene, like if it's like based on a true story or like a documentary or anything, or if it's like an actual sort of fantasy.
You do so, and you would see that it's based on loose facts derived from a other hero whose name has been lost through history, and it's more of a satirical like take on his like adventures and roles in life.
Okay then.
Yes. But other than that, you see nothing of your possessions here at this immediate moment.
Okay. I take the pencil. I just head downstairs.
You do so. You start making your way back downstairs, and from there, you end up regrouping with everyone and such. After spending about like 20 minutes, just searching the place.
On the way down, I waved to my friends and say, "Didn't find anything of ours. Just found a book and a pencil." And then I motioned for the barmaid. You
do so, Malcolm. At this point, you would have had your wine served to you already and such.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I would sip it slowly to make.
You do so, and it has a very like faint, fruity, alcoholic taste to it. Kind of tastes like raspberries and cherry.
This is good wine.
Yes. Yeah. And so yeah, what's called? You come down and you see Ray. Wow. I keep forgetting your character name, Kevin. Raynor. Okay, so yeah, Raynor come back down mentioning that he didn't find anything, but except for a book and a pencil.
and the barmaid.
Oh yes, that's right. My bad. So, yeah. What's it called? You proceed to see her kind of like walk back over and such, and she says, you find everything you're looking for in there, sweetheart?
Not exactly, but I was satisfied. But hey, question. Besides the people you see here, did we come with anyone else?
If I had to remember correctly, yeah, I would say you didn't. Yeah, you came in here with, I think, some small little lass. I believe a halfling. She had like these like pink streaks going through her hair and such, and you came in here with a dragonborn fellow. Really weird looking dragonborn fellow too. Was kind of odd looking.
Holy symbols on either of them?
Not on them, no.
Okay. What color was he?
That's the strange thing. I'm not the most knowledgeable on Dragonborn and such, but I do know that they tend to stick to like a kind of like standard color most of the time. You know, like red, blue, yellow, stuff like that. This Dragonborn was black, but there was something off about his color scheme too. There was like shades of purple to his tone. I had never seen a Dragonborn like that in my whole life, nor had like read up on anything like that. He it was just kind of strange. He had like this weird kind of like blackish purple tinge to his like scales and such.
Dismissively, but to reassure her, there's a guy. He probably was a black dragonborn. Maybe just had tattoos. I'm sure you're a smart lady, and you can tell a dragonborn when you see one.
Oh no, yeah, no. I appreciate the flattery, but I don't know. It was just the strangest thing.
It's fine. Question. That's my friend's curiosity, but have you seen any half orcs coming into the shops or outside?
She started thinking about me to say, no, not any. Wait. No, I don't. Sorry. Memory's kind of fuzzy right now.
I will describe the one that we found in the street.
You do so, and she's like, okay, yeah, I remember now. Yeah, he was in here quite some time ago. Not with you guys, but with the same people, with the same Dragonborn and Halfling girl. They bought a room here also, or bought a room.
I would just look at Kevin's character and just smirk and just say, "Ha, told you."
Was it the same room we stayed in, or a different room?
Oh no, different room. You guys, they bought a room well before you guys showed up. This was probably around like morning time. You guys came in around, I want to say, the late afternoon. And then eventually you guys bought your room, got all settled in and stuff, said you're going to go kind of like walk the town, go peruse the town and such, and then around nightfall you guys came back to collect your stuff and such and then headed out.
Okay then.
Was there anything weird about how we were acting?
Not any weirder than the people I see on a daily basis. I always get a lot of drunks coming in and people getting drunk here. People acting very loud or obnoxious and such. I just assume you guys were having a good time.
Right. So there's no wait. So they didn't say where they were going at all, did they?
I'm quite confused. I remember you, and she probably points to you. Grinner says, I remember you saying that you guys were gonna go check out the Midnight Dreamers.
Yeah. People keep saying that.
Do you guys not normally drink or get that wild when you go to towns and such?
Sometimes do, but they're a couple lightweights.
She'd nod. Oh, okay. Must have been, I guess, just been the city, the city lifestyle that got there. That brought the sporadic sides out of you guys. She kind of just chuckles at this, but yeah, no. In terms of odd things, you guys didn't really seem any different from the rest of the people I generally have coming through here. Just like you guys are having a lot of fun.
Thanks for the information. You have our gratitude. We'll make sure to come back at some time.
She'd nod, and she would just say, "Oh, of course, yeah. Trust me. What's called? If you ever need a place to stay, you know where to come and rest your little heads at." And she would just kind of smile and would just say,
"He just goes, ah." He chuckles.
She chuckled as well, and would just say, yeah, if what's called, I'm gonna go and take care of some stuff now. But yeah, hopefully you guys take care or resolve whatever problem you guys are having right now.
Hopefully.
Yeah, here's hoping, but we'll see how that goes.
She nodded and would proceed to kind of just like give you guys like a friendly smile before walking off. And so yeah, what do you guys do?
I guess the half-orc did know you guys, sort of.
Uh-huh. And you doubted me.
Because the way you did it seemed more like you, again, just assaulting a guy. You could just ask.
Yeah, you did. You really overstepped the
yes.
boundaries of what I told you to do.
Yes. Ask someone if they know us in a way that they could have had a hand in our memory wipe. That would have gone over so well.
Yeah, it would.
I mean, orcs aren't known for magic. Orcs really aren't known for magic.
No, but they're known for siding with people who use magic.
No, not really. No.
Yeah, where I come from.
Where the hell do you come from?
Where are you from? What the hell?
I come from.
You sound like you're a criminal. Sounds like you're used to kidnapping people. Like, you know, like magic using orcs. Like, what is this? Like,
I don't know. What is it?
Weren't you a gladiator? You just knew orcs that use magic?
Yeah. I mean, then again, I could just be bullshitting you.
Don't do that. Like, it's mildly annoying. It's like I start to head outside.
Does anyone else follow along or do anything else?
Wait, so where is he going?
He says he's just going outside.
How many locations are? We're gonna go head somewhere else. Go find like a different one of the locations we found.
Oh, so you're going to one of the locations. With like, Guinevere will be like, wait, which place are you going to?
Like, he just shrugged. We're gonna figure it out on the way. Like, we gotta get moving first to decide.
I mean, but it's probably not best to be moving alone. Isn't that how they got us last time?
With me, as he motions to you.
But this address and the club and these things. Well, actually, it's night right now. You know what? Fuck it. Yeah, you want to go to the club, man?
What are you waiting around for?
What did he say?
Let's just go.
I mean, fuck it. It's like he would get yeah, Guinevere would just look to the bartender lady, and I stress this because I'm pretty sure that's not her only job. But yeah.
Okie dokes. She's at this one has already walked off to go and serve some other people. Unless you want to call her back.
Nah, I ain't no cat caller.
Okie
So yeah,
dokes.
I'm just gonna get going then with Taze off over there.
Cool beans. And so yeah, anything else someone wants to do or say?
As we're walking along, I look to him and say, "Why are you always calling by my last name?"
I don't know. Seems familiar.
Okay, then. He just shrugs.
And I suppose then, with that, we'll be wrapping the session up for this evening.
All right.
Thank you guys for staying with us and listening to our podcast. Hopefully you guys found this interesting and enjoyable, and we look forward to making more episodes and putting more content out for you guys.